Hi, Workplace Math 10 students. This is the third lesson on the graphing unit today. We're going to be talking about bar graphs and how to interpret them. So let's take a look at what this looks like. So this is the assignment that you should be seeing. It's going to be called G3 bar graphs, and the actual Mathletics assignment is called bar graphs 2. And there's really actually not a lot of calculations of any sort that you need to be done in this, so it should be fairly self-explanatory and easy. It shouldn't be a long video. Just a couple of reminders. When we talk about a graph, what we're talking about is a visual representation of data. And generally we make graphs to allow us to quickly see trends or patterns occurring in large amounts of data. Remember that we've been talking about the fact that there are two different types of data. There's numerical data, which obviously, as the name would suggest, has numbers in it, and there's categorical data. And please don't confuse this that there is no numbers that we use in categorical data. We actually need to have numbers, but we set them into groups or categories so that we can evaluate them. So over the last couple lessons, we've been talking about line graphs. But today we're going to be looking at bar graphs, and then later on pie graphs, pictographs, and histograms. So today, though, and the next couple of lessons will be on bar graphs. So just a reminder of what a bar graph looks like. As the name suggests, it kind of looks like a vertical bar, and it generally organizes categories and tells us how many in a particular category, in this case, different peoples, have videos. Another example of a bar graph could be something that looks like this, where it's actually joined together along a continuum of numbers, but we can still see that each particular section is wider or narrower depending on how much information is there. So we'll look at both of these over the course of the next couple of lessons, but today we're going to focus on a typical looking bar graph. So this is the Mathletics assignment called bar graphs 2, and so basically the very first question is, who has the most marbles, looking at this bar graph? So when we look at this, basically what we can see is that the bar here with Athena is the one that has the most. She has 12 marbles. So that is why the answer to this, the correct answer, would be Athena. So let's take a look at that. That probably isn't too difficult to understand. And to be honest, none of these questions should be very challenging. This one is a little bit different, but not much different. We just have to start looking at what it's actually saying. So let's just go back to that again. It says here, who has 2 more videos than Abby? Well, Abby here is right here, and Abby only has, as you can see, 2 videos. And so 2 more than 2, 2 plus 2 is 4. And so we're looking for the person who has 4 videos. And the one that lines up right with the 4 here is Martin. And that's why, obviously, Martin is the correct answer here. So hopefully that makes sense. Just clear that off. And let's take a look at a couple more examples quickly, and then you should be able to start working on your Mathletics. So this one says, who has 3 more cars than Alex? So once again, let me just share screen here again. Once again, we have Alex here, and Alex only has 8. Hopefully you can see that. He has 8. That's the number 8 running across here. And it's asking who has 3 more cars than that. So 8 plus 3 is obviously 11. And therefore, we're looking for the person who has 11 cars. So obviously, there's not a number on the vertical axis that says 11, but it would basically be right here. So we're looking for the person right here, and that would be Lily. And so that's why Lily is the correct answer. And so let's just look at the very last one here now. And so this would be asking instead, who has 6 fewer pets than Tim? So in this case here, Tim is right here, and he has kind of between 8 and 6, so obviously that's 7. So he has 7, and we're asking for who has 6 less, 6 fewer. So 7 minus 6 is 1. So we're looking to see who has 1, and the only one that is between 0 and 2 is Adele. So she has 1, and that's why that would be the correct answer. So that's it. Basically, this is not a hard exercise. Hopefully, you should all be able to get 10 out of 10 at it. Thanks for watching. And once again, as always, if you have any questions,